Welcome back to Black Clover Anime Review, episode number 30. This time I'm viewing the 80th episode of the Black Clover anime, Special Little Brother vs. Failed Big Brother, and the 202nd chapter of the Black Clover manga, A Different World. The episode, first let's talk about the newest episode of the anime and how much of this episode had a shocking cliffhanger. This is probably something nobody saw coming. This episode is adapted from chapters 126 and 127. Roughly about 5 chapters left as this episode left to go before this arc is officially done, and then moving on to the current arc of the series. Yep. This episode is I think it's Team E versus Team G. Right? Yeah, Team E versus Team G. Team E. Yeah, Team E is composed of Ladros, Seki, and someone from Aqua Deer. It's some girl who kind of looks like Gray. Yeah, very similar appearance to that. Yep, and Team E is comprised of Fenrir, the captain of the Crimson Dawn's little brother, and Harmon of the Golden Dawn. Yep. So yeah, Fenrir decides to come up. Now, he's a team strategist. I mean, the last match they were in, they were actually trying to be really good. And in the case of this one, well, yeah, he decides to focus on his brother, and these two go and take out the crystal. Well, Harmon's job is to find the crystal, which he does. And he transports him and the little brother of, I think his name is Leo, if I'm not mistaken, the little brother of the So, while they are to go away after they find a location, and of course, Seki is transported via a new spell, and where is he transported? Yumi's bathroom. Well, Yumi is in there. Yep. That's not a joke, he seriously did that. And of course, this was the second appearance in the episode. Last one was basically him complaining, like, why'd you forget the second toilet paper again? Yeah, it's a recurring gag in the series where whenever Yumi's in the bathroom, almost anytime he goes there, there's no toilet paper at all. Yep, that's simply where it is. And, of course, we also see flashbacks to Fenrir and Legos' childhood. Fenrir was not that much different than he is in present day, though he's not as he's tiny, not as a little bit not as arrogant as he is nowadays. He has a bit of an arrogance to him, but not over the top like his little brother is. Yeah, I mean, everybody apparently appreciated the fact he's kind and friendly. And there was this woman who was supposed to be, it's implied it's supposed to be Legos' fiance, but it could be possibly Fenrir's fiance, who is a little bit older than he is, and basically, here's the thing, she's actually the great niece of the king of the Clover Kingdom. Yep. And she, of course, likes Fenrir. Doesn't want anything to do with Legos. Legos basically has this thing where, well, he has a superiority complex to him, and he gets all the praise from his parents, and his older brother gets chastised for not being as good as he is. Why? Why does that sound somewhat similar? Yeah, that sounds similar to happen in Naruto, where basically Sasuke was being a little bit compared to Itachi, or at least, be compared to each other. It's very similar brother dynamic. But here's the thing. In that series, Itachi became evil. This series, it looks like that Legos becomes evil. Also, there's something apparently wrong with him, and it looks like the reality is glitching in his head. Almost like it's a virtual reality type of thing. Yeah, there's something seriously wrong with him. And he uses a spell from his grimoire. Apparently, he doesn't like doing that for some reason. And he used it to attack his brother, and his brother is seriously wounded. And of course, Asha immediately points out, though, this magic is familiar. And there's a flashback to, this is a similar magic that the members of the Third Eye of the Eye of Midnight Sun cult use. Oh, what do his teammates do? Well, they go after the aquatic deer woman, and one of them is immediately to sleep. The other one's basically fighting him fighting her, and we don't see the conclusion of this battle. But Fenrir is wounded, seriously wounded, and his brother basically has snapped. He's about to kill him, and then all of a sudden, Asha, Luck, and Maga basically just fly over there and basically point their swords ahead, and all of a sudden, poof! And then all of a sudden he's surrounded by the entirety of the Black Bolt squad. Yeah, and of course, Asha points out, though, something is wrong with you. And the match is over. And even the Wizard King is probably questioning, maybe he should probably change the decision of this match because, well, about to kill his brother. But man, what a shocking cliffhanger. Now it's on to the newest chapter of the manga. A Different World. Chapter starts off with Asha being shocked that Netero talks. Yep. He says, stop making weird faces and get on with it. Hurry up with your spatial magic. Netero's like, what? Nero, you're talking. Everyone's like, what? And the demon's taking on Yumi. Yeah, Yumi's taking on the demon. And of course, this is a brawl. Goes on for a little while. And I thought this woman was actually Noelle. No, her name is Carla. What got me confused is her face is almost exactly like Noelle's, but it's the artist. Artists of manga tends to do this. Oda tends to reuse the same body and face for a lot of characters. And this is one of the few series I've seen like this. I've seen this for One Piece, this series, and even Case Closed has got a small reputation for doing this, of reusing character designs for different characters. Yeah, Yumi's taking on Demon for basically most of the chapter, along with this other character. And then, of course, this demon comes, this giant creature out of nowhere, tries to kill Yumi with it. And then we cut to, apparently, Fenrir. Yeah, Fenrir was told to use his spatial magic to go to the statue of the first Wizard King. We also see Yuno in the chapter with the leader of the Eye of Midnight Sun. And we see, apparently, it's actually a thing, take the stones out of this tablet. Okay. And then take him to the statue of the first Wizard King. And puts him there, and something's about to happen. And that's where the chapter ends. This is probably by far the first time. Now, the statue of the Wizard King outside of the opening titles in the anime has not been seen very much. It's been seen in the pilot. It's been seen very rarely in the series. The only appearance I can think of aside from the pilot appeared in episode 13. And sometimes when they cut back to Hog Village. This is probably the first time that we've had up close and personal with this statue since that filler episode. Because not counting the opening titles, the opening prelude, to the series, not counting that, but this is probably the first time since the pilot, since the first chapter of the manga, that we got up close and personal with the Wizard King, first Wizard King statue. Yeah, and something's about to happen with this thing. And good idea to use Fenrir. Yeah, fantastic idea to use it. After all, he does use portals. As for what the statue of the first Wizard King is supposed to do, either the statue of the first Wizard King is the Wizard King turned to stone, or it's something else. Who the heck knows? But I'm curious exactly what's going to happen next. That's one of the many things. The other, of course, is what surprisingly, Asha is only seeing at the beginning, like the first couple pages of this chapter, and he's not seeing after that. Yumi, I think, is basically the only person who actually appears in a good majority of the chapter, though it takes him the demon has been popping up for the past, this demon's popping up now since chapter 195, almost 10 chapters now, and it's something this creature is the one behind everything. Yeah, the one behind the manipulation of humans attacking the elf village years before the events of the series. I think it's roughly 100 years, maybe. I'm not really sure. Yeah, but this is definitely a good chapter. And like last week's chapter, I give this one also a 9 out of 10. Yeah, 2 weeks in a row, we have a shocking cliffhanger for Black Clover for the manga. The anime, first time in quite a while, we had the episode here. This is probably the first time, I would say, since the last arc, not the Hot Spring Training arc, Witch's Forge arc had this too, where they had one of the episodes end with a shocking cliffhanger. That was when Asha was possessed by the Wizard King, the Queen of the Witches. That was the last time we actually had a shocking cliffhanger. It was a jaw dropper. This is the first time since then in the anime, but it's good. I love it. Okay, so that's it for this particular review. I am hopefully going to do 2 more videos today. One, of course, being obviously a fairy tale. The other, of course, hopefully the other one will be. It may not be today, but it's a possibility of the review of season 17 for Case Closed. If not today, it'll probably be tomorrow, along with the review of the newest episode of Ace Attorney. Okay, but see you on next review. Bye.